Compassion is one of the most profound virtues, capable of transforming lives and creating a ripple effect that reaches far beyond the initial act. It is not bound by wealth, power, or status. It simply requires a genuine heart. Let me share a story that captures the essence of compassion and its incredible power to bring change. In a small village, a flower seller named Raghu lived a modest life. Every morning, he would set up his stall in the bustling marketplace, weaving garlands of jasmine and roses. His days were filled with hard work, driven by the desire to provide for his family. Despite his efforts, his earnings barely sufficed, and each day came with its own challenges. One chilly morning, Raghu noticed a young boy sitting on the roadside. The boy, clad in tattered clothes, was shivering in the cold. While others walked past him without a second glance, Raghu couldn't ignore what he saw. There was something about the boy's fragile figure and downcast eyes that stirred Raghu's heart. Though Raghu's own life was far from easy, he felt compelled to act. He walked over to the boy, handed him a small garland, and said, "Flowers are meant to bring joy. You deserve that today." Raghu didn't stop there. He bought the boy a warm cup of tea and sat beside him, listening to his story. The boy's name was Arjun. He had been orphaned and left to fend for himself. With no one to turn to, he spent his days wandering the streets. Moved by Raghu's kindness, Arjun took the garland to the village temple and offered it as a prayer for Raghu's well-being. Later that day, a wealthy patron visited the temple. Intrigued by the sight of the boy and his story, the patron decided to find the flower seller who had shown such kindness. When he met Raghu, he placed a large order for flowers for an upcoming event. That order was the turning point for Raghu, who finally began earning enough to improve his family's situation. But Raghu didn't stop at his own success. Inspired by Arjun's plight, he started a small shelter for underprivileged children. He wanted to ensure that no child would feel abandoned or unloved, as Arjun once did. His actions inspired others in the village, leading to a community-wide effort to help those in need. What began as a small act of compassion, a cup of tea, a garland, and a few kind words, turned into a movement that transformed lives. Raghu's journey shows us that compassion is not just about grand gestures. It is about the willingness to care, even when you have little to give. This story reminds us that compassion is a force that transcends barriers. It has the power to heal wounds, ignite hope, and build bridges in ways we cannot always foresee. In a world that often feels disconnected, acts of kindness and empathy are what truly connect us. As you reflect on this story, ask yourself, what small act of compassion can you offer today? A smile, a word of encouragement, or a simple gesture of help may be all it takes to change someone's world, and yours in the process. Compassion is not just a virtue, it is a responsibility. Let's create a world where kindness becomes our most powerful legacy.